Amazing.
And welcome to episode 211 of the most must-see award-winning show to ever hit the Bedford TV airwaves, or any airwaves for that matter. North, south, east, west, backwards, frontwards, diagonally, sideways, all any which way you look at it, all around the world. The Wrestling Connection. I am your host, your connection to the wrestling world, the pontiff of the pro wrestling populace, the savant god of the squared circle, the perfect Ken, Mr. Ken Hill, delivering all the news to you in professional wrestling today. Alongside me,
the consumer of wrestling knowledge, the prize fighter of the Wrestling Connection, the legacy of Team Kaufman, Dan Kaufman, here with you as well. In the Uso Penitentiary, apparently.
Apparently, yes. And, of course, in the control room today, we have the lovely Miss Big Four pay-per-view champion, Julie Mandugan. And the one-stop magic shop of the Wrestling Connection, Mr. 8-Ball himself, Mr. Nick Giglio. And apparently the one who has our bail money. Okay.
It's like Bedford Day all over again there, Ken.
You know too.
Yeah, but I actually bailed myself out. Julie had to bail you out.
What's up, Kenny?
Okay.
What's up, Dan?
Hello.
What's up, Julie?
We got good mics this time.
Oh yeah, we just got good money. Yeah, we got good money.
Well, I mean, I joined, so naturally our revenue went up, so.
I'd say so. I mean, anything better than zero, it's better than zero. So.
Well, I'm flattered.
Okay. So anyway, something.
And of course, the Anna Kendrick.
Something besides the Anna Kendrick. Of course, WrestleMania. And Bonesaw. Okay, yeah. All right.
I need to see your best bone saw impression there, Dan.
You
And Ken.
mean my
Oh,
best-
both of you. Let's see your bone saw.
Okay, are we ready for WrestleMania? Bonesaw's ready.
Bonesaw's ready.
Oh, I like
Wow,
that.
that's great.
Those are good ones. Nice job. All right, moving on.
I'm
Okay.
liking the microphones on the new set.
I am too, because I can actually finally wear my belt on my good shoulder.
Yeah, that too. And you can actually hear us a little louder out there now.
Absolutely,
Can you?
I can hear you
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
100%.
They don't pick up the other on this half. So,
Loud and clear. Love
which
them.
is great.
Love them. Okay, so I think you'll love this just as much. First of all, I want to wish everyone a happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day to all.
Happy Rusev Day. Hey, before
is
you
that?
begin, do we have a live member of our studio audience?
I think for the first time ever.
Yes.
It's
And
a
who is
miracle.
it? Who is it?
I doubt it's
and
ever.
Picard. And Picard's here. Hi, Picard.
Hey.
Hi, Picard. Okay.
Hey.
And Dan.
I can't even see you.
Dan.
Who is the mystery guest in the studio?
Well, we've talked
sorry,
about her
sorry, I
before.
forgot to hit the glasses,
The
sorry.
person I was able to convert, the Neville-loving Wonderbird Allison.
Hello, Allison, and welcome to the wrestling.
Hello.
It's the Love Connection.
Love connection.
Oh, here, let me put some love behind you.
There you go.
Welcome, Allison, to your first WK.
You never.
The background's still up, and it's the two guys. There we go.
Oh, come.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow, they had that planned.
Oh, well,
We have love connection.
Oh, they've
done
had a
this
love connection up there for a while.
Gotcha.
Basically, like it was around before you came in. Like
Yeah.
they came up with this idea. Basically, they see me as some love guru, and they like.
Well, you had a connection after dark.
we had a
love connection
We had a
after dark.
connection after dark on our like 24-hour broadcast, and they had me give some
Love advice.
love advice, dating tips, baby.
By yours truly.
I'm sure you're a natural ravishing Rick Rude.
all you inner city sweat hogs. No, but no, I love it. I mean, that's actually been a while since I've doled out some
love advice. Well, let me get some questions about love, and I'll be right back.
All right. Well, take your time.
Well, I know one thing we love.
Anything
WrestleMania.
Or now this is going to be called Rusev Mania. Because we found out this past Tuesday, after his victory in a tag team match over United States champion Randy Orton and Bobby Roode, Rusev has officially been added to the United States Championship match. It is now a fatal four-way with Randy Orton defending against Jinder Mahal, former champion Bobby Roode, and that lovable Lion of Bulgaria, Rusev.
And this is now no longer the match I was looking forward to the least.
It's a match we're looking forward to the most.
Ken, is Rusev becoming your favorite?
Rusev is becoming one of my favorites. And, I mean, obviously he's one of WWE's favorites. I mean, because the big reason they tossed him in here is because, like, his merch sales are through the roof. I mean, the Rusev Day calendars are
Do you have a Rusev Day calendar?
I do not, but I am going to get one.
And when is your birthday, Ken Hill?
April 22nd.
No, Rusev Day.
It's Rusev Day. It's Earth Day because Rusev is the Earth. The Earth revolves around Rusev. It's Earth Day. It's my birthday. It's Rusev Day. It's every day.
He's got the whole world in his Rusev.
The whole Rusev's got. Rusev's more Bray Wyatt than Bray Wyatt.
Yes, he is.
That make more sense if it's the whole Rusev in Braun Strowman.
These are some bad love questions. Give me a sec.
Hey, we all love these guys.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Some bad. Well. Okay. Well.
Ken, how about this?
Okay. Oh,
Greg has a question about love.
Oh, this. Okay, the married man's gonna ask the single guy for real.
Yeah. I didn't know this was coming. Let me think of something really quick.
This
I have a love question.
I'm concerned here.
What is the word for love in German?
I honestly don't know.
Whoa, that's not
We'll
right.
get on it for me, okay?
Foreign language. I told.
Oh yeah, foreign languages are not his forte.
No, because like you guys had me play that whole foreign language guessing game, and I never got one right. Like,
Moving on.
Guess. Yeah. It was not. Yeah. Okay.
Man, this went way off topic.
Well, I know that they would play this. They played this guessing game with me. Like they would have this like secret phrase. It was like password, based in foreign languages. Basically, they had this secret phrase up there. They would have me try and guess what it is, and then it would end up. Not only did I have to guess what it said, but I had to guess the language, and it was like literally languages I had never seen before in my life.
Was one of the options Bulgarian?
It was not, unfortunately. But even then, that had been a long shot at best.
So are we talking about, what are we talking about? Rusev Mania?
Rusev Mania.
Rusev Mania.
There
you go.
Happy Rusev
that
Day.
just needs to be our like opening photo for every show. Just like Happy Rusev Day.
Question, why is Rusev Day a thing?
Well, just simply because it's funny.
It's funny. Ever since Aiden English joined the team and he started being the singer and the announcer for Rusev.
The minstrel.
The minstrel. And, it seems nowadays that if you have a musical affiliation of some kind, you're immediately over. Elias has found that. Braun was over when he tried.
Braun got over crazy when he did his little country ditty.
Yep. He's got a great voice.
He has a great country singing voice. And Rusev, I mean the fact that Rusev has been fully committed to this gimmick.
And, what was it? His battles with the New Day, where he was like yelling, "Stomp on the pancakes! Stomp on the pancakes! Throw them out!" And it's been great stuff. He's been embracing the comedy, which is something he didn't get to do before. And now they're just super happy. You see him beaming every time he comes out. Royal Rumble?
And the fact that they're entering Rusev Day, he's going right along with it. He's just as taken aback as everyone else is that this gimmick has gotten over. WWE's so surprised about this, and yet they don't just go the natural route here let him spread his wings and fly as a face, and yet they're kind of trying to pigeonhole him here as a heel. It's like, round peg, square hole. I mean, come on.
It'll be interesting. Maybe they'll let him finally do something in Mania. I mean, now that he's in the match, for all we know, maybe he'll actually turn face while, Bobby turns heel.
That would be a welcome.
He does really well in multi-man matches.
Right. And the thing is that there are some guys out there right now that would be so much better off on the other side of the fence, so to speak. Rusev would be better off as a face at this point. Rude would be better off as a heel because it's a much more natural fit for him. We've said for months on end, Reigns would be better off as the top heel in WWE. And would someone want to get that door before it's like?
Honestly, Rusev seems to be the only person nowadays who is a heel who would be better off as a face. We have so many people who we think, man, they'd just be so much better as a heel. How many do we think would be better as face? Rusev is literally the only one right now. Well, Rusev Day.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, before people say, wouldn't Miz be better? No, Miz... No. Miz is the quintessential heel in WWE right now.
Yeah, no. He's the one you hate to love to hate, all that. Love to hate.
And want to see guys come up and see
Hi.
how funny he may be. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Big summer blood.
Well, hey, why us out so she can introduce herself.
They said introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Ann.
Okay. Well, white us out first.
I'm sorry?
No. There you go.
I'm Ann.
Hi, Ann.
Hi, Ken. I don't know his other name.
That's Dan.
That's Mark.
Hi, Dan.
It took me like 10. It took me
It's my
like 10
second-
times to get the whole name down right. So don't worry.
It's my second visit. I came back for more.
Always happy to have more.
We're trying to convert
That
her.
could be in a vintage department.
Oh wait.
You clearly don't know the movie I'm
Ann,
quoting.
can you name one wrestler, Ann?
Oh, what's her name? The woman that you liked in the show I came on.
Ooh.
Oh, and there's Rossi. I mean, what's her name?
Rick Ross.
Does that count?
Rousey.
The woman.
Ronda
Ronda
Rousey.
Rossi.
Rousey.
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 And you're thinking
What's
Charlotte
her name?
from...
Wanda. What was
I
her name that
think
you
she's
voted for?
thinking of Charlotte.
Yeah, I think so.
No,
too.
it's Ron. Remember you did that thing?
Carlota Harry.
The way she does it, Ronda Rossi.
Oh, yeah, that's who it was. Yeah.
That's
And then
So, yeah, no,
Trish.
the many
Trish.
character. The multi-
Trish Stratus.
Trish.
Okay.
Trish.
Yeah, Trish Stratus.
After some subtle cajoling, Trish Stratus.
No. I remembered her all by myself.
Okay,
I did.
yeah,
Oh,
there you
good.
go. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
that's about it. I'll have to.
Yeah, she was here for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
we
she
were
was.
talking about how Trish did great.
She was.
Yeah.
Number 30.
Julie voted for Trish.
Okay. Right.
She has
All right.
She has her.
You have a new fan.
new fan.
Yay!
My hair does not look good.
Let's get back to the let's connect this wrestling thing, huh?
Good idea.
Yeah,
That works.
that's our tagline for every episode on YouTube.
That's all right. We just
I had
wanted
no
to-
idea.
Yeah, that's like literally what it says on every YouTube page. Let's connect some wrestling. All right. So,
Well, right now we're connecting the dots. Hello.
Recognize.
That was a great thing I did. I love doing that one. That was fun.
yeah, but it looks so much better when it's sitting right here.
Yeah, we'll just see how long it's gonna be.
Anyway.
I mean, at least for right now, your title reign has been longer than Sasha's.
Oh, ouch. I actually wanted to talk about that. I forgot to get a photo for it.
About what?
About the building feud between Sasha Banks and Bayley. Finally,
Sasha Banks and Bayley. Let's see if we have a picture. We might have something close.
close. Like what? Two cats fighting?
This is this is
That.
the closest I can get.
Okay.
Well, it's
I
Bayley.
mean, it's trippy considering how long it took.
It's Bayley's color scheme, so yeah. I guess that works.
So, yeah, what was it? Sasha... Well, Bayley said to Sasha, you can't beat me. Sasha said,
no. The reason Sasha keeps tripping Bayley up is that Sasha knows that overall she can't beat Bayley straight up, one-on-one. And Sasha said, well, at least I've been champion four times. And Bayley pointed out,
Well, how long
okay,
did you hold
how
it?
many times did you hold a championship each time? And it's like...
And then at that point, Bayley decided she wanted to hug the lockers.
Well, and Sasha
With
helped
her head.
and Sasha helped her. So on the one hand, I'm glad that this is finally breaking down. I'm glad we're finally getting this feud, but is it too little too late? Because
I feel it might. I mean,
you had so many opportunities over the last year to pull the trigger on this. Like you had the Elimination Chamber, you had the Royal Rumble, you had, I mean, going all the way back to last year's WrestleMania. You had so many opportunities to turn Sasha heel, and like we mentioned near the top of the show, she's one of those people that is so much better off on the other side of the coin, being a heel instead of a face, because that's how she came up through NXT, was as a heel, and yes, she turned face through her respect, the mutual respect she and Bayley have for each other, and became friends. But it's just, considering that one of her idols is Eddie Guerrero, who made his name as a wild, crazy, cheating heel, you think she would take a little more inspiration from Eddie and, be more of that wild card, be more of, that take no prisoners type attitude.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Her legit boss thing was literally the fact that she stepped out of herself. She told herself that she is the boss and would do whatever it takes to be that. Right. That was what her whole NXT thing was. And, she came up as a heel, but in order to have some of the best matches with Charlotte, she had to be the face. That's great. She's gone through everybody now. There's no need for her to be face anymore. She now needs to be the heel. The heel everyone wants to see, the heel everyone wants to hate.
Now, I mean, the question is, obviously, they were both declared for the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, but now the question is, will they just keep them in the Battle Royal, which I think would make no sense. Because, okay, if you're going to have these two at each other's throats, then you need to have them in a singles match.
I can see them putting in the Battle Royal, and similar to the Royal Rumble when Sammy came back, or Bray and Matt, they're just going to eliminate each other because they're in such a bitter feud, which is going to be a waste. But that's probably how they're going to do it until they can have them in their own little feud later on, because Mania is not the place for one of the best women's matches of all time, like NXT Brooklyn.
Oh, good. Oh, goodness.
Why not? Why is that?
Why not?
Because they have no faith in Bayley or Sasha on the main roster, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Sasha was in tons of great matches, especially at Mania.
Because she goes from having, the first ever Iron Woman match, the first ever Hell in a Cell match, Women's Hell in a Cell match, and you're telling me you can't trust her and Bayley to put on a great, intense personal rivalry of a match at WrestleMania, even on the undercard. I mean, really?
I mean, with the exception of the Money in the Bank match, Sasha has been in every burst for the Women's Revolution.
Right.
Every single one of them. There hasn't been a single one.
I mean, the only exception was the women's ladder match, and that was because it was on SmackDown.
Yeah, the Money in the Bank too.
No, that's what I mean. The Money in the Bank.
That's literally it.
I mean, so I mean, actually, you know what? Let me ask Julie this. Give Julie a second.
When she's back in here, there we go.
Okay. Julie, I know you've been more keyed in on the build-up for Charlotte and Asuka, and we'll actually get to that in a second. But
yes,
how do you feel about the fact that even though Sasha and Bayley have been having this simmering personal feud for the last couple of weeks, that it may just end up being part of the Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania instead of a one-on-one match?
Well, how many matches are there so far for the women?
Well, so far you've got Charlotte versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title. You've got Alexa versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship.
And then the Women's Battle Royal. Oh, no, Ronda and...
Well, technically you have the mixed tag match with the H's versus Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey. So I guess two and a half.
Yeah, and then the Women's Battle Royal.
Women's Battle Royal.
Well, they probably feel that's enough women and they want to spend more time on the men's matches.
Revolution. Shouldn't you have as many women's matches as possible? They're pushing this so hard.
Well, I mean, and you're gonna have like a 7-hour show anyway. You're telling me there's no room on there for a singles match between Bayley and
you're gonna Sasha? Have to ask Vince.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm asking you. You are the purveyor of women's wrestling.
Yes, I would like there to be more women's matches for sure.
Okay,
but that's not happening this year, is it?
Well, you could be a little. You'll be a little more optimistic, Miss Big Four pay-per-view champion.
That's right. I can't wait to cash in.
Well, you're gonna have like 16 matches to choose from. So
I know.
So
I didn't have a good strategy this time.
Well, let's put it this way.
That was my strategy.
Oddly enough, if you want, you could say that if they gave Bayley and Sasha a match, that means they'd have to take some time away from other matches, possibly the Charlotte-Asuka match.
Oh, no. We don't want any time away from that.
No.
So, yeah, that's one way to look at it.
I guess. All right, so speaking of that, now, I've noticed this with a couple of matches. I noticed this with the AJ Shinsuke match. I noticed this with the Asuka Charlotte match. There really hasn't been a whole lot of focused build-up for either match. Basically, it's just like you had Asuka and Shinsuke win their respective Royal Rumbles, and then it's more or less they've just been kind of coasting on their little foibles right here. You've had Shinsuke playing his little dogged mind games with AJ, whether I want you at 100%, but I'm not going to make it easy for you. And with Asuka just coming out and pointing at a WrestleMania sign after waffling on whether she wants to challenge the Raw Women's Champion or SmackDown Women's Champion, and finally deciding on Charlotte.
I mean, I get the feeling that this is one of those Manias where they're saying, sure, it's going to be great for feuds, but we can't have everyone showing. So, you know what we'll do? We'll let the fans bank on the quality of match they know it's going to be.
Right, because they're banking more on the quality of the matches that we're going to see at WrestleMania rather than focus on the build-up. But I'm just saying that's been a long-standing problem of WWE in the past, is that, oh yeah, here are your dream matches. Let's not worry about the build-up. Let's just worry about the fact that you're getting what you want. We're giving you what you want. So just shut up and enjoy the ride, more or less. That's what WWE is telling us. Okay, and here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I like the matches. I'm looking forward to them. But what would make them even better, what would give them just a little more substance, is having the proper build-up. Like, okay, why did Asuka decide to challenge Charlotte instead of Alexa? We don't really know that. I mean, yes, we know Asuka has already beaten Alexa, but we haven't heard that from her. I mean,
I beat you once, I can beat you again. So she actually did say that. I mean, she did mention, but her interview where she was saying that she'd beaten everyone on Raw was cut off by Alexa.
Right.
So we didn't really get the full explanation from her. So now it's implied, which is what everything is now. It's implied.
And then on SmackDown, Charlotte's run has been, I don't know how else to say this, and I hate to say this for Julie. I know she's a big fan of Charlotte, but her run's been kind of mediocre on SmackDown.
It's because the people
Say again, she's been what?
I'm saying her run. I'm not
Agreed.
saying she has been mediocre. I'm saying her run has been mediocre.
I agree.
I mean,
do you think that's related from her coming off her injury?
I don't think so.
I honestly think that it's because they put so much emphasis on the new heel faction in the women's division, which honestly just could never get off.
Well, they didn't put enough on it because I mean the Riot Squad have been pretty much a non-factor on SmackDown.
Like, they lost faster than Absolution did, and Absolution now is a 2-man team instead of 3.
Right, and Charlotte, I mean, instead of running through a number of SmackDown opponents, I mean, she gets tripped up by Natalya last week. Okay, yeah, Carmella distracted her, but regardless, okay, you have her losing to someone like Natalya, who hasn't been relevant in the women's division since she lost the women's championship late last year.
I know, but didn't they have a good matchup between them?
I'm not saying they don't have good matchups.
The problem is the build up to the matches.
I'm just saying if you're building Charlotte up to be someone to challenge Asuka, someone that could potentially end the streak, you need to have her running through the rest of SmackDown.
Yeah, I am disappointed that things have been quiet on her end. I'll never forget her entrance last year at Mania. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That was amazing.
It was a beautiful robe.
When in her beautiful robe and her costume, and she came down the runway and the music and her arms spread out like Jesus Christ. Happy Easter, everybody.
Superstar.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. All right.
Any hoodles.
Anyway, so that's just my main concern. It's an overarching concern. Is that WWE doesn't care about the build-up. They just care about the dream matches. They just care about, okay, here's what you want. Shut up and just...
Well, there is one dream match that they want to make sure they have as good a build-up as they can, and they leave it to the one guy who can make his own promos. John Cena.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that, okay, you have John building up these promos, but the problem is when John makes these outlandish promos, just desecrating his opponents, just going out of his way to bring them down as much as possible. The problem is he's like a raw nerve. He leaves himself just as open and susceptible as the opponents he talks down to. I mean, okay, you want an example. You look at his promo against Miz last year leading into WrestleMania. Cena made himself out to be a hypocrite right there. Everything he accused Miz of. He accused Miz of stealing the Figure 4. He accused Miz of stealing mannerisms from the Nature Boy, from Shawn Michaels. And yet, okay, what did Cena do? As Miz pointed out later on. Okay, Cena stole the Death Valley Driver, a.k.a. the FU, a.k.a. the AA, from Tommy Dreamer. Mm-hmm. Okay, he stole his then girlfriend Nikki Bella from Dolph Ziggler.
Very true.
Okay, he
stole our wrestling connection.
Okay, he stole our wrestling. He hijacked our wrestling connection. Ooh, Big Four champion.
Who hijacked the wrestling connection?
John Cena.
That was well done.
He is not.
That's not. It was your fedora said it. I
know.
What.
Bad fedora. Bad fedora.
Well, he does wear green.
It's not St. Patty's Day anymore. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, and now Cena's making these points about Undertaker, about how, okay, stop hiding behind your hip injury. Stop hiding behind the back. You're 53 years old. But now the problem is this, okay? When he had his feud with Roman Reigns late last year, Cena came out and said, okay, whoop-de-doo, you beat a 50-plus-year-old with a bad hip. And he was more or less defending Undertaker. Now he's coming out and burying him for the same exact reason. He's completely flip-flopping here.
Well, and the way I've always seen it is when he went to Roman and said, I'm not the Undertaker. I'm not a 50-plus-year-old man with a bad hip. So Roman beat Cena. Roman beat Taker. If Taker beat Cena, Cena on the bottom of that triple. So,
I mean, so okay, and that's true. I think that's what Cena fears the most is that, okay, the man Undertaker, who was the first to officially welcome Cena to WWE in 2002, could potentially be the same one to say goodbye. So because basically say, hey, now you're on the bottom where you started. Like, okay, with me looking down at you. And I think that's what Cena actually fears most. Because you look at this, and at this point, if nothing Cena said resonates with The Undertaker, what could Cena possibly throw up? What could Cena possibly offer up to Undertaker to get him to accept a match in any shape or form? Whatever Taker may show up, whether it be the American Badass, whether it be the Dead Man, whether it be Mean Mark Calloway, who, regardless of who shows up, what would get the Undertaker at this point to come out and accept Cena's challenge for WrestleMania?
I get that. And it would be career. I understand that.
It would be career versus career.
There's the thing. If Cena puts up his career, and everyone knows that Cena is the WWE guy through and through, if Cena ever said, I'm putting my career on the line, Cena has to win. No one will ever believe that Cena's going to lose and go somewhere else.
Well, it's not saying that he would go somewhere else. I mean, it would be...
It means that he would no longer be allowed to compete, and that's something John Cena would never allow himself to do.
And at the same time, though, wouldn't that open things up for the heel turn that everyone's been wanting from Cena for years and years?
I've seen him as a heel throughout most of these feuds lately.
I mean, the way he acts, the way he comes across to people. I mean, the way he's coming across right now.
Personally, I've accepted it as this is as close we're going to get to a heel Cena.
I think so, just because he's so desperate to be on the card for WrestleMania. He says he's fine with being a fan.
That's my one real issue. If he was really so desperate, he should not be going, oh, I'm fine with going as a fan. No, you do not. You absolutely have to be on the show because WrestleMania is nothing without John Cena. That is what he should be pushing it as.
And yet there was a question posed by one Stephanie McMahon a while ago. What would John Cena be without WWE? What would John Cena be without WrestleMania? Okay, he needs this. He needs the spotlight. He needs the adulation. He needs the cheering boys and girls. He needs the swooning women. He is like Superman, more or less. He needs the adulation.
Yep.
He needs to feel that joy. And without it, he doesn't have anything.
So maybe this WrestleMania we really do get the death of Superman.
Yeah. So and Undertaker's the Doomsday.
Hey, he gets, if Doomsday gets killed, he comes back with no longer having that vulnerability that killed him the last time.
I suppose.
He lost to Lesnar, came back, beat Wyatt.
So basically, he comes back. He says, "Oh, I no longer have a bad hip. You're doomed."
He doesn't need the lake of reincarnation. He can reincarnate himself.
Of course. All right. So yeah, we're getting off track here. And what smells is probably what smells? What smells? I'd probably say Nick's commentary. Yeah. Anyway, or could be Travi.
It could have been Travis.
Yeah, Travi could be overdue for a diaper change. Yeah. Greg, get in here.
That's a big
Anyway, moving on from there. Moving things on to a lighter note.
All hail Mikhail.
Guys,
They waited for you to say on a lighter note. That makes you look like you like Mikhail more than you like Undertaker.
I've never been accused of liking Mikhail at all, so that makes absolutely zero
All
sense.
hail Mikhail.
Or maybe it's just the cow. I mean, cows are
Julie,
weird.
I know that was you. I'm looking at the control room right now. Yeah, someone else in.
All of a sudden now the mic stopped working.
And there's someone else in the control room, not me.
Yeah, someone else wearing a pink shirt.
No.
Yeah.
Let's put the camera on and see who else is here.
Yeah, I know who else is there.
Do you see Mikhail's here? Don't you see him?
Mikhail's not here.
He's right here.
Where?
Right there.
Hail Mikhail.
Guys, can we get away from Mikhail? Why do we keep bringing up Mikhail? Why?
I don't know. He likes to visit
He's
your
an
show.
urban legend.
He hasn't been here in a year.
Maybe he's coming back for Mania.
If he wasn't going to come back for any other pay-per-view, so he's Brock. Oh, he's Brock Lesnar. He wishes he was Brock Lesnar. He couldn't hold Brock Lesnar's jockstrap.
Woo!
Okay, can we
The
move
family
on?
show. Yes.
All right, I'm fine with every other running gag. Can we get away from the Mikhail thing, please? Please, I'm begging you. Can we get away from the Mikhail explosion thing?
All right, I'll tell him to go.
Thank you. You're going to put it on one more time, aren't you? I know you're not the only one at the controls here. Greg, knock it off. Or Nick, or whoever. And anyway, can we move on? Please. Guys,
got very short.
thank you. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, Braun Strowman challenging. Of course, we know Braun Strowman's going to be challenging the Bar at WrestleMania for the Raw Tag Team titles.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the big question is, of course, who's going to be the? Yeah, Nick, I knew you were in there.
You blamed Julie.
I knew you were in there. Okay, like seriously, I saw like your hands peeking up. You're not.
The camera didn't see it though. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Subtlety.
He's done.
All the subtlety of a Nova.
A Scottish supernova?
No, just a supernova. Okay. Anyway, all right. So Braun is trying to find a tag team partner to combat the Bar. Now, supposedly Braun has already found his tag team partner, but speculation is still abound. I mean, there are so many names being thrown out here.
I mean, there are the returning people come back from injury. So there's Samoa Joe, who's apparently been doing amazingly in his recovery, which had been way longer.
Right, there's Big Cass, although he's more rumored for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal than being Braun's tag team partner.
There's an odd one for me. I don't see it, but Rey Mysterio apparently is called.
Rey Mysterio apparently is being thrown out there. And we got the picture of Rey. Nope.
Well, that's the one I'm hoping for.
Well,
but
yeah, there are many names.
The other
one. Nope, not that one.
Oh, that was another one.
Yeah, there you go. There he is. Rey Mysterio.
They're not very well labeled. It just says mystery partner.
Well, they're all mystery partners.
Well, okay, I had mystery partner 1, 2, 3, 4,
so let's see. There's that one. There is the one where. What is it? I'm blanking on his name.
Right. So we got Rey Mysterio, and then we go back one. We got supposedly the man with the masterful 180-something match losing streak, Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins. Yeah, it's blanking on the name.
We may very well have to face the fact that Kurt could very well be Braun's tag team partner at WrestleMania, but I'm bummed.
There's also the fact that we haven't heard anything from her a while. So if you want a surprise return, Neville could do it.
Neville could very well do it. There's oh wow, you did something with your hair. Oh no, wait, okay, it's Elias. All right. Considering the chemistry they had in their Symphony of Destruction match, their similar looks and styles, you could very well see Elias teaming up with Strowman if
they even have their tag name. If that happens, Symphony of Destruction.
There you go. And then there's the one that's the most heavily rumored.
This is what I want.
And this, we're talking about Braun's mixed match challenge tag team partner, right now current Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss. Now, if this were to go down, this would be unprecedented. You could have this be part of the women's revolution, to have a woman be one half of tag team champions for the first time in WWE history. It's never been done. There have been a couple of times where it's been entertained, where you've had like Chyna teaming up with Triple H and Eddie Guerrero. At one point you had Trish Stratus teaming up with The Rock to compete for tag team titles, but never have a mixed tag team ever actually won the tag team titles.
And the way they've put Braun over throughout multiple years now, and yet never really got anything at Mania. If he actually started breaking records and making history with things like that, I could see how it happens. Nia squashes Alexa through, a quick match or desperately means
4 or 5 minute match at best.
Then Braun comes out, picks up the prone body of Alexa, takes her into the back. A few matches later is Braun's match. He comes out holding Alexa, puts her right down the corner, and there's the match.
There you go. There's the match.
Leave her there as he deals with everything.
He literally carries Alexa to the Raw tag team titles. It's poetry.
You can see what
colossal.
Yes,
it's stupendous.
You could see what they did with the mixed match
even
challenge.
Mediocre.
Tag her in. They could tag her in, let her do the Twisted Bliss off of Strowman's shoulders onto Sheamus. 1, 2, 3. And this sets up two feuds. You can have the Bar trying to get the title back because no way they're going to lose it to a girl. And you can have Braun. Think of it this way. If Alexa teams with Braun, she is not a heel anymore. She has to be babyface. So you can have Braun coaching Alexa on how to beat Nia.
Right. Be strong.
Lift this car.
Do it. Lift this truck.
It's not the same size as the one I did, so I know you can do it.
Lift this Wendy's restaurant.
Oh man, I love their reaction. It's like, we are so sorry. Please do not flip the store upside down.
We will have your chicken in stock, Braun. Please do not flip our restaurant. What's that?
Oh.
I love my chicken. I knew those would come back to haunt me someday. All right. So anyway, like I said, there were a lot of names being thrown around as Braun's tag team partner. A lot of names. So, so just to let you know, because the preview is coming up next week.
Yes, it is.
So as part, not only will we be doing a prediction for the Raw Tag Team titles, we will also have sort of a bonus pick. Basically, since there are so many names being thrown out there, we will have a follow-up prediction for the Raw Tag Team title match. Who you think Braun's tag team partner will be, and that will
As long as they do not announce it next Raw.
As long as they don't, as long as they're saving it for WrestleMania, then we'll keep the secondary.
How many points is that worth?
It's just gonna be 1 point. It's gonna be an extra point for
as long as they don't announce it.
As long as they don't announce it before WrestleMania, we will have a second prediction as to who Braun's tag team partner will be.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's Mania, so they got to do something big. Elias seems too predictable now.
Well, yeah, and plus he's going to be having his Rock concert with, The Rock.
Oh, God, that is true, isn't it? They said The Rock's probably going to come back. Okay.
Very well so. All right.
I've been trying to avoid a lot of spoilers for Mania this year.
I have too. I've been kind of trying to stay on the down low right here, not trying to get too swept up by any potential returns and such. So basically, we're going into this blind. We're going into this. We're just going to look at the matches. We're going to make our best predictions based on our thinking things. All right.
Well, I don't need a fedora to think for me, so.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, I invest in one. It's worked for me 15 times.
Well, considering the
But
fact
this
that I
guy
won my first
does.
strike. That face.
Yeah. Still, it's still.
was
I
me,
still,
Ken.
I still have smaller.
Don't eat the baby.
Come on, Titan.
Hey, Ken,
No,
that is
no.
a child. Stop it.
That's our little Travioli. He's the Bedford TV
don't-
mascot.
We'll have you kiss the baby. That's a little better.
Oh.
Or lick the baby.
Oh,
no.
come on. No, stop. No. Get away from that. Get away. No. Stop.
Sing
Just
to the
stop.
baby.
Just stop. No.
Sing to the baby.
Oh. Okay. Hey, come on. No, stop. Okay. Don't.
Look at those feet. I just want to eat those feet.
It was me
Good-
all
good-
along.
Good
Ken.
God, woman.
You don't. Oh God.
I hear that women gain immortality from licking the feet of babies.
What? Say again? What'd you say?
I hear that women gain immortality from licking the feet of babies.
Where did you hear that?
Where did
Why
you
do
hear that?
Why do you think they keep doing it? They keep trying to eat babies because they can gain immortality from them.
Really? That
According-
made Ken take off his sunglasses.
Yeah, that's sort of weird. Now, I'm gonna give you the face that I know Ken is right now is the what face? The face of WrestleMania, right there.
The face of Russell.
It makes me worry about how many Mickey chances
It makes me worried. Makes me worried about you, baby foot licker.
Hey, I'm not a woman. You could quote me on that.
I think I will. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Pempa.
This show.
Oh, I
this
saw Pempa today.
Yeah, we always do. It's always nice to have a daily dose of Pempa. But on that very bizarre, disturbing note, we have to sign off for episode 211.
I think it's time to sign off.
Yeah, please. Okay, so before we sign off, like I said, next week will be our our go home show. It's our pay-per-preview
View.
of WrestleMania 34. That's right, WrestleMania.
Yeah, we need to have a party. We need to have food.
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be huge. We're gonna have so many matches to go over. Pre-show, main show, battle royals, tag team matches, women's matches, men's matches, every single match under the sun that you could possibly think of.
Pempa matches.
Pempa. It's gonna be a happy day. It's gonna be a Rusev day. It's gonna be a happy Rusev day. It's gonna be a happy WrestleMania day. It's gonna be Rusev Mania. It's gonna be everything. And most importantly of all, it's gonna be Kennection Mania. So in the meantime, folks, like I said, I along with Dan Kaufman, along with Nick Giglio, along with lovely Miss Julie Manugian, along with Greg Dolan and everyone at the Wrestling Connection and Bedford TV. We will see you all next week for WrestleMania 34 pay-per-preview. View. And remind you, as always, to be connected.
Get connected.
Stay connected. See you next week, folks.
Now you guys have to dance along with Penn.
Go, Kenny. Go, Kenny. It's your birthday.
I'll move off the
Almost.
Ken picture for hold on. We'll put you in here, but this face is better. Oh, come on, Dan. You got to move better than that.
Hey, minimal is key.
We get some movement.
You can't see what's happening below the desk.
Good.
Studio audience.
Studio audience. They dancing along? Kind of. I can't really tell.
Are they dancing?
She coming up to dance?
She's moving. She just won't get on camera to show it.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
well,
hey, Ken. Now that we have dancing done, I think it's time we sing.
wait, there's one more dancer that you forgot to put on. My favorite.
We're not putting on the skeleton. It's not Halloween yet. Ken, now that you've done dancing, now you have to sing.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Roman.
Now you can actually hear it.
Cause you any sorrow.
Dan, I can't hear you.
I've never seen this before, so we'll just have to do.
Vince never meant to cause you any pain.
If you know the song Purple Rain, it's the same one, same beat.
He only wanted one time to see you clapping. Only wants to see you clapping.
Cheer for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. Come on, Nick, sing it. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. It's like karaoke. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
It was me. It was Roman. I'm the big.
I don't want you as champion. I'm sorry, Roman Reigns. I never wanted to see you in the Royal Rumble.
It was a
Sad Roman.
Brian should have won.
Eddie's back.
It's very nice.
Roman, I could seal you with the U.S. title.
And he has.
Grand Slammer now.
But headlining WrestleMania, we all think that's so lame. Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. I love my job. Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns.
So,
Don't want you as champion. I'm sorry, Roman Reigns. Roman, I know you still want the Royal Rumble. But we all just want to see something new. That's just not
that's
true.
not you.
Vince claims no one goes for the brass rings. I think he'll be changing his mind. Laughed at Fastlane when Daniel Bryan takes out Roman Reigns.
Wow, this is an old song, man.
Roman Reigns.
Big finish here.
Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. You had to get it in! You had to do it one more time. Heard it too many times to ignore it. It's some things that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it.
Go, Dan.
The wrestling connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me.
La da da dee da da doo.